evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
60 outlaw.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Powers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Powers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
60 General West.
Now a give right side. It's Powers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey, check play 19. Check play 21. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Scruggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
40. Monday. Go. Under.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
25, check 25.
On second down, Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On second down now, it's Love. The 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now a give, right side. It's Powers. And Power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, Powers. And some room to maneuver. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, it's Powers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now again, right side. It's Powers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Try the toss play to Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Powers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, baby. 47 Mike, 47. Come on, Eric, come get some. 56. Come get some. He don't want it.
Throwing is Allen on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Sam off. X3, 218, chopper.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they try the right side here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Eric Ebron, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little 360. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Go.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, it's Love, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Alert! Hey, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Allen. And it's complete to Kelsey. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills claw one back. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Powers, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Powers, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Here's Love again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Keep it up, guys.
Ready. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scruggs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on 1st down, Allen, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Powers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have another first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? Check. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love, able to spin free. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run the counter. Powers. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Powers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
We got this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.